Hey guys, it's Kay. I've gone down a rabbit hole learning about solipsism because I was supposed to be in a solipsism class a few semesters ago, and they changed the topic right after I signed up. So I was interested in learning about it, not that I believe it, but interested in learning about it because I thought it was an interesting concept. So solipsism basically is the idea that you and only you exist. So I just watched a YouTube video on it, which is actually really informative because I went down a Reddit rabbit hole the other night and spent like 2 hours reading anything and everything about solipsism and felt like I was getting nowhere. I just watched a video that basically said that this philosopher had a dream that he was a butterfly and he felt so free and he was flying and he was hopping from one flower to the next and he just felt so good, and then he woke up and realized that he was him, not a butterfly. And the whole thing was like, so basically, what if you are in a dream and everything around you is a product of your imagination? So basically, the only thing that you can prove is that you exist, which also goes into the I think, therefore I am, is that, you know that you exist. You know that you are conscious, but you don't know if everyone else around you and everything else around you is real, or if those people are even conscious in the way that you are. I have to do my skincare while I talk about this. But basically, I find it to be a very interesting concept. So I'm just going to do like a simple just moisturizer skincare today because I'm really not feeling it. But what I found on Reddit the other night is that people tend to get very depressed when they learn about solipsism because they're like, well, if everything is a product of my imagination, then why did I, choose it like this? Why did I make my life like this? I could have done it like different, So there's a lot of things behind solipsism, but it sounds like it came out of the skepticism of the real world around us. I was thinking while I was watching that video, then technically couldn't it tie into simulation theory? Because this sounds a lot like simulation theory, the idea that you're living in a simulation and that everyone around you is basically, a simulated person. So like my cat would be a simulated cat. He acts like a cat, he looks like a cat, but really he doesn't exist. Kind of like the Matrix. You go into the Matrix, but really it's just lines of code. So that's simulation theory, and they tied it into simulation theory. So I still don't feel like I have enough knowledge on this topic. And I'm really just researching it for fun, trying to find out, about the theory and why it was believed and why it was rejected, or, the criticisms behind it. Because I find this kind of stuff kind of fascinating. I think today what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down and I'm going to watch The Truman Show, because that is a good show that encapsulates solipsism, as well as Vanilla Sky. I keep saying Vanilla Sky, so I think I'm going to watch that this weekend and then see if I'm any closer to understanding solipsism. Just because, I want to try to understand it. I want to try to make it make sense. Not that I'm going to sit here and be like, oh, I created the universe, But they also mentioned, like, books, right? Books in a closet. So you can walk up to the books in the closet and you're like, okay, there's books in this closet. I see that there are books in this closet. Well, that is your perception that there are books in that closet, right? Everything around you, you take in by your senses. So you are perceiving everything around you. If I walk away from those books in the closet, how do I know that they're still going to be there? I can have a friend watch them, or I can put a camera on them, but even then they're still under surveillance. So they're still there. But if they're not being watched at all, how do we know that they're still in that closet? So I'm going to go watch The Truman Show and see if I'm any closer to understanding this wild theory. But yeah, I'll tell you guys what I think after that. Okay, so I forgot to film the rest of this yesterday. So then if everything is coming from your brain, the only thing that you can know for sure is that your brain is conscious. So that's where it comes into like, well, the world around me isn't real. It ties into skepticism in that sense because you don't know if it truly exists once you walk away from it. My living room, for example, could be gone right now. It could just be there when I'm in it, or seeing it. And then I thought The Truman Show was a really good representation of that because it shows that, his life he thought was real life, but to everyone else it was a TV show. They, created this TV show surrounding his life. So to him, it was real life, but to everyone else, it was it wasn't. So his world was what he perceived. So I feel like I'm starting to understand solipsism. There is a movie called Vanilla Sky that I want to watch this weekend that I'll update you guys on and kind of tell you guys if it has any other details, because it's basically a guy who can't decipher dreams from reality. Otherwise, I need to do some meal prep today, and then I need to do some filming. So I think I'm going to start with the meal prep, go get some of that done, and then I'll work on some filming. So come with me. All right, so number one thing that I really need to do today is some meal prep, because I tend to not want to do it as much during the week because I've already had like a crazy busy day. So I'm going to start with just chopping some cucumbers, and then later today I'll probably like fry them up a little bit. Okay, so we're going to get our knife out. I'm hoping this won't take too long because I do have other things that I want to get to today. And then later during the day I need to... Oh, I wanted to make a smoothie, so I'll probably do that soon. So what I'm thinking for these cucumbers is that I'm just gonna not really fry them up, maybe just a little bit of oil in the pan. I guess it is kind of frying. I don't really know what I'm doing with them. But, and then put a little garlic salt on them, make them a little more yummy, and kind of go from there with them. That'll be enough for now. See if this will fit all of them. I finally, after like so many years of wanting them, have glass containers, and I absolutely love them. So if you're debating glass containers, get the glass containers. Maybe I'll keep some of these to snack on, and then some of them I'll like fry up. However, I cannot say that these snaps and I get along. So I think my next step is going to be cleaning the blender and then making a smoothie, and then some breakfast, which I'm not really sure what I want to have for breakfast yet. Maybe a breakfast burrito. Got some spinach I can put on it now. So yeah, we'll go from there. So the blender's clean. Thinking we'll do a strawberry banana smoothie today. Tear here things never work for me. Alright, strawberries are in. Get that banana in there. Apple juice. Alright, and then the next step is gonna be protein powder and all of that jazz. And then Miss Congeniality mood boost, just a little bit of that. And then the Vital Proteins collagen peptides. We really stack our smoothies up in this house so that they're like ultimately beneficial. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of sugar because I don't like apple juice and I feel like it might be just a little bit sour. All right, and now I'm gonna blend that up and prepare a probably breakfast burrito while I'm doing that. Okay, so I'm thinking for the burrito, we're gonna do an egg burrito with a little bacon, ham, and cheese, and then some spinach. So it'll be like a fully decked out burrito. I'm just gonna do 2 eggs. I feel like that should be good. I gotta get the bacon out and throw that in the microwave so I'm prepared. I just like to put the bacon in the microwave ahead of time so that I'm prepared. I keep forgetting to turn the ring light on, but I feel like that makes my face look dark for some reason. And now we really just wait for these eggs to be done, and then I'll add a little cheese, break up some honey ham, and pop that into the thing, and then I'll just kind of break up the bacon and put that into the tortilla as well. And now I'm going to pour my smoothie into a cup, so I will see you guys on the flip side. Okay, I'll admit that burrito and the smoothie were so good. They were such a pair together, which I didn't really expect. I just thought that they sounded good, but they were delicious. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do some filming. I have to do a case, Orphaned in the Ocean, that I thought I had filmed, but when I went back to go through, I'd actually filmed a different video twice. So I'm going to film that one today, and then I'm probably just going to do some editing. So I think that's all that I really have to share today. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Feel free to like, subscribe down below, and turn that bell icon on so that you don't miss any future uploads. And I will see you guys in the next video.